안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to a brand new week on the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-food, and K-people. And joining me today is our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, So, and hello to our viewers at home. Walter Lee here to give you the daily dose of K-entertainment, so stick around.
And we're also joined by Arirang's culture correspondent Park Konu. Welcome back, Konu.
Hello, Konu.
Hi guys, and also a big hello to our viewers as well. I'm Park Konu, culture correspondent at Arirang News, and I got some exciting news just for you, so stay tuned.
Exciting indeed. I mean, Konu, I know that you've been down to the city of Gyeongju to cover a number of fascinating stories, and it must have been quite the experience to attend this event, this international event of such a big scale here in Korea. So how was it?
Just amazing, you know. It was absolutely a precious experience as a correspondent myself to cover so many different stories. But honestly, I don't even know how time flew because it was incredibly busy. I had to, interview Peru's head delegation, which is the previous host of the APEC event, and also I had to cover many cultural events going around in Gyeongju as well, such as the media art show that you've also watched through the show. And another highlight of global events like APEC is definitely the main dinner meal served to global leaders. And at this year's edition, Korean-American star chef Edward Lee took the lead, making it even more special. And I got to interview him as well. But before I give too much away, let's first savor the taste of Gyeongju. 400 guests fascinated by an authentic Korean-style meal served during the Economics Leaders Gala Dinner on Friday. Featuring Gyeongju specialties such as premium beef for galbichim or braised short ribs, and local greens for bibimbap, mixed rice with soy sauce and sesame oil, along with side dishes of tofu and white kimchi, were only some of the highlights. Behind all of this is Korean-American star chef Edward Lee, the head chef of the gala dinner, who was also the guest chef for the 2023 Korea-US Summit. Since kimchi cuisine went viral worldwide after the dinner during the 2005 edition of APEC in Busan, many are wondering what the next kimchi may be, and E answers.
I can't pick one favorite, but I hope the guests come away with a sense of history and a sense of the whole landscape of Korean cuisine, and we really want to feature special ingredients, we're featuring gamtae, persimmon, pine nuts, these to me are really symbolic.
A fusion of Western style combining traditional doenjang paste and rice cake with caramel made the dinner even more unique. That was even served in the mother of pearl box so the guests could take home a lasting memory. E stressed his goal was to introduce traditional Korean food in a modern, innovative way.
There's a beautiful history of Korean food that I don't want to change. There's another part of Korean food that's really innovative. I wanted to show how Korean ingredients can adapt and be innovative and really capture a global audience. People will go away and remember Korean cuisine as something that is just really, layered and subtle and delicate.
The paired dinner drinks have also drawn attention. One standout was the toast drink, Horangi Yuzu Korean rice wine, that won first place in the Agriculture Ministry's competition for toast drinks last September. As the dinner drinks chosen back in 2005, including Bokbunjaju, Korean blackberry wine, saw explosive growth afterward, even leading to export deals, expectations are high once again for this year's selection. And as the meal and paired drinks were showcased to a wide range of people, including leaders of APEC members, K-food's global momentum seems to show no signs of slowing down.
Wow, Konu, we had our former culture correspondent Sung Yoo-jin have an online interview with Chef Edward Lee. Now you met him in person. I wish we could have him in the studio one day. And what
excellent.
I also wish is to get a taste of this food. But Konu, can you tell us a little bit more about the food featured at the gala dinner?
I wish I had the opportunity to taste that as well. But anyways, just talking about food on a live TV show is one of my favorite things to do. So I'll definitely go on with it. So the dinner dinner consisted of 2 appetizers, 2 main dishes, and also 1 dessert. And 2 of those were actually created specially for the dinner by Chef Edward Lee himself. The first was crab salad with cured persimmon and pine nut sauce. Lee said he wanted to showcase the soft and delicate flavors of Korean cuisine beyond the well-known spiciness of kimchi. The other new creation was the dessert I mentioned in my coverage called 한입, meaning bite-size. It was a roasted pine nut pie with doenjang caramel paired with rice cake and chrysanthemum tea from Jirisan Mountain. As a lot of local ingredients, including some from Gyeongju, were used, Chef Lee shares the reason behind this.
Obviously, the local chefs here were more instrumental in picking those ingredients, but obviously the summit is here. We want to show the best of Korean ingredients and Korean food, and so all the as much as we can, we want to show the beauty of this neighborhood. And I know this district, even though I haven't been here very much, I know this district or this region is known for really quality ingredients. So it's really special to be able to feature and highlight that.
So I even asked Chef Lee if there's any chance if members of the public, like Soa, could try his newly created dishes in the near future. He smiled and said, who knows, though he added he doesn't have any concrete plans just yet.
That brings a smile to my face.
Yes, and it's actually quite interesting because I watched a video of him recently about his new restaurant, and he did mention that doenjang caramel sauce, which was very interesting, I might say. But I'm also curious about the drinks featured at the dinner, Konu.
So as I think rice wine is one of the most must-try thing when coming to Korea, these guests, leaders of the APEC members, also had the chance during the dinner because the yuzu rice wine was used for this year's toast drink. And I did try the original flavor of the horangi rice wine before, and it was actually really good. So I'm assuming this yuzu version would be just as delicious. And back in 2005, when APEC was held in Busan, one of the dinner drinks, Felinus Lintius, this is so hard to pronunciate, but anyways, fermented liquor, Lintius. Fermented liquor saw sales surge by more than 38 times its pre-summit level. So hopefully next time I can come back to the studio to talk about another success story for the rice wine.
That would be fantastic. And with the rice wine, you were talking about makgeolli, right?
Right.
Yes, that would be fantastic. And thank you for that wonderful coverage, Konu.
Thank you, Konu.
Thank you, guys.
And now time for K-Inter News with Walter Lee. Walter, there were many highlights to talk about when we talk about APEC 2025. But in K-Inter, we're going to talk about a couple of Hallyu stars. And they grabbed the attention of not just K-pop fans, but also the big leaders of APEC, right?
That is correct. So yes, on Friday evening, many eyes were on G-Dragon, the 2025 APEC ambassador, when he took the stage during the official welcoming dinner. Now, GD sported a wide brim style hat with a pearl strap, which some have compared to the traditional Korean hat, or gat in Korean. So during his performance, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney was taking photos while South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and also Chinese President Xi Jinping appeared to be maybe exchanging words on that performance as well. Now, however, that was not to be outshadowed by the event's host, singer and actor Cha Eun-woo, who is currently serving in his military service. Though mandatory military service restricts many personal projects for celebrities, the APEC Summit organizing committee reportedly made an official request to the Ministry of National Defense for Cha to participate as the event's host, and he did a great job as well.
He did. There was a lot of speculation on who is going to be the MC for this particular event, and Cha really did a good job, and his English is so good as well. Indeed. And another big event more north of the country took place on the weekend.
Yes, that's true. So on Friday and Saturday evening, BTS member Jin held his Run Seok-jin EP tour encore concerts at Incheon, now marking the grand finale of the fan concert tour that began all the way in June. Now, the concert really turned out to be a great treat for Jin fans as well as ARMY, as the concert included a variety of interactive segments, something that you usually don't see at concerts, that made the experience even more engaging and personal, like Telepathy ARMY, where Jin guessed the words from fans' gestures, and Sing It ARMY, where he identified songs from the audience's sing-alongs. Now, one of the biggest highlights came from a surprise guest appearance from a few of his BTS fellow members. Now, on the first night, J-Hope and Jungkook joined Jin for a high-energy rendition of Super Tuna, while on the second night, V made a special appearance on stage.
Sounds like a lot of fun and lots of concert news we're talking about today.
Yes.
Next, regarding NCT Wish.
Yes, also over the weekend as well. So NCT Wish launched their first ever solo concert in spectacular style, of course, performing before a total of 24,000 fans, held on Friday to Sunday in Incheon. Now, the event marked a major milestone for the group. On the second day, the concert was simultaneously broadcast to 130 theaters worldwide, live streamed via Beyond Live and also Weverse as well. Now, that's also connecting fans across the world from the United States, Japan, Australia, the United Kingdom, and far beyond that as well. A truly global celebration. Now, the concert unfolded in 5 chapters, symbolizing NCT Wish's journey of turning dreams and wishes into reality, and their aspiration to illuminate the world with the light of hope.
All right, thank you very much for those internews, Walter, and stick around.
Will do.
And now it's time to go over to a new face on the Culture Wave, our new AI anchor, Arang, who will be delivering the latest culture news. Welcome aboard, Arang.
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. A special exhibition celebrating the golden treasures of the ancient Silla Kingdom is drawing massive crowds, prompting visitor limits. The Gyeongju National Museum announced that it will cap attendance at 150 people per session, or about 2,550 visitors per weekday, due to overwhelming demand. Titled Silla Gold Crowns, Power and Prestige, the exhibition features 20 artifacts, including gold crowns and golden belts that epitomize the kingdom's opulent culture. It marks the first time in over a century that all 6 known Silla gold crowns are being displayed together, since the Kumgwanchong crown was unearthed in 1921. Among the highlights is the original Cheonmachong gold crown, a replica of which President Lee Jae-myung recently presented to U.S. President Donald Trump as a state gift. The Gyeongju National Museum is not the only museum bustling with large crowds. The National Museum of Korea has entered an era of 5 million annual visitors, with sales of its cultural merchandise reaching record highs. The museum's sales of nudes, a term combining museum and goods, posted over 30 billion won, or roughly $21 million from January to October. It marks the first time the museum's annual revenue surpassed the 30 billion won mark since the National Museum Foundation of Korea was established in 2004. Popular items include a miniature of the pensive Bodhisattva statue, known to be owned by BTS member RM, and a badge featuring a magpie and a tiger, which inspired characters in the Netflix animated hit, K-pop Demon Hunters. Korea's southernmost resort island of Jeju welcomed over 1.3 million visitors in October alone, marking a 12% increase from the same month last year. Domestic arrivals rose about 10%, while international visitors surged roughly 25%, reflecting growth across the board. Authorities attributed the rise to the launch of a special tourism committee in February, aimed at countering the decline in domestic tourism and boosting international promotion initiatives. Jeju Island aims to maintain this growth through the final 2 months of the year and carry the momentum into next year. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
Have you ever had the experience walking down the street or trekking up a mountain when someone all of a sudden started to dance out of joy? This happens when you suddenly feel that heung in you. Heung is an emotional essence of Korean culture, which cannot be translated into one word in English. It's fun, pleasure, joy, and excitement all at once, and is expressed through a range of cultural and artistic ways. Today, we invite a foreign student here in Korea who had an incredible experience with Korea's heung culture and wants to spread it to the world. It's rapper, dancer, and influencer Jennifer Fortes, also known as KJ. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, thank you so much.
Happy to have you on the program. So first and foremost, please introduce yourself and feel free to do it with lots of heung.
Okay. 네, 안녕하세요, 제니퍼입니다. I'm Jennifer from Sweden. So I'm currently living in Korea as a student, and I'm also a dancer and a rapper. I'm doing influencing and also modeling.
Wonderful. Wow. Now, Jennifer, let's start off and talk about that video of yours that went viral. You were walking up a mountain and you started to dance. You were filming a video when suddenly strangers approached you and danced with you together. Could you tell us more about this video and how this situation came about?
Yes, so I was with my friends at Achansan, and we were going for a hike together. When we came to this, well, by the end of the hiking trail, there were like some elderly people that were having some kind of convention. One of them was singing live and everyone was just there together. And one of my friends told me, "Oh, Jennifer, can you please dance?" And I was like, okay. So I started dancing. And before I knew it, other people were joining in and it just became like a big party. And it was so much fun.
Right, we can see it here in the video footage right now. It does look like a lot of fun, and it does look like it's not planned, and it's something that really happened.
Yes.
Yes, and it was good that you could bring so many people together to actually join you and have a lot of fun at the same time of this journey up Achasan, which is also quite tough to actually walk up and have the energy to dance as well. So where are some other places you've danced before in Korea? I mean, you said that you're a dancer. Could you maybe share some of other episodes that you've experienced where, let's say we talked about heung before,
Yes.
right?
So I've had some performances, like quite big performances. I performed at Waterbomb last year.
Wow.
But I've also had other similar experiences, like with the mountain. I was at the airport this summer going to Vietnam for vacation when I was filming a dance video at the airport. And there was a little girl. I saw her. She was kind of following along with my dancing in the airport. And I asked her to join me. And we were dancing for, I think, about 10 minutes. I taught her the choreography and then we danced together. And it was also such a joyful moment to be able to spend time with a little girl and to teach her dance together.
I remember that video. And if you can, after the show, could you also teach us some of the moves maybe?
Of course, I'd love to.
That would be great. So, Jennifer, I want to see Walter dance. So you had a lot of experience with that heung culture, and I guess you also want to kind of spread that outside to the world.
Yes. So I feel like dancing is one of the greatest joys in life. I think it's something that's brought me a lot of comfort, and I want to be able to spread that with other people. And that's why I'm so grateful that I have been able to be here in Korea and meet so many people who share that similar joy, and to be able to dance together and share it with the world through social media.
So you earlier said you are from Sweden.
Yes.
So people in Sweden, do you see them often dance on the street all of a sudden?
No,
Not really,
not very
right?
often, exactly. It's something my parents, when I was younger, I would love to dance in the stores. Like wherever I go, I would dance. And my mom would tell me, "Oh, Jennifer, stop it, it's embarrassing." But when there's music, I can't stop myself from moving. But what I noticed in Korea is when I do start dancing in the middle of the street, people join me, they appreciate it, and they just kind of follow along with it. And I think that's the heung that exists in the Korean culture.
So that really is something that you can experience here in Korea.
Yes.
And Jennifer, since you've been here in Korea for a while now, you probably watch a lot of K-dramas and K-movies and listen to K-pop. So actually, people say that the K-wave may have been derived from Korea's Han and Heung. And Han being kind of the opposite of Heung, it would be more the sorrow and resentment, grief. So do you feel like some of those K-contents have helped you emotionally maybe at times?
For sure. I think especially with K-dramas, it's been like an escape from reality when things have been tough, when I've been here and I've been lonely since my family's so far away. Watching a K-drama has helped me just kind of get rid of all of that sadness and just be able to laugh and be happy for the moment. Especially Descendants of the Sun. It's one of my favorite K-dramas and I've watched it multiple times since I was in middle school.
Oh, okay.
And you're a dancer, you're a rapper, you're an influencer, you're absolutely just ticking all the boxes of an amazing person. But you don't just do that, you also introduce Korean foods to your followers. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so I am a big foodie. I love to eat. And I think there's so many different flavors in Korea that people don't know about. Of course, there's like the tteokbokki, there's the fried chicken that is very famous worldwide. But there's some other dishes like 묘해장국, which is my favorite Korean food that a lot of people don't know about. So I think it's really nice to be able to introduce people to new dishes. And one of the main contents I film is actually eating together with strangers. So finding someone that I don't know and then taking them for a meal together.
Wow, you sound like a very outgoing person. Just to go out to dance and sing and eat with strangers is quite an interesting thing.
I've actually also watched some of those videos,
Yes.
but it seems like sometimes you're actually quite shy when you approach the people. It's not an easy thing to eat with strangers,
It's very
right?
hard, and I filmed the video where I tried to eat ice cream with a stranger, and 6 people rejected me,
Oh.
and I ended up having ice cream by myself. And after that, I was really nervous to film the next episode, but after some convincing from my parents, I did film the next episode.
Nice, that's great to hear.
And talking about like your next episode, your upcoming projects on your influencer, on Instagram or wherever you else do that, are there any videos of yours that you'd like to share with maybe our audience, specifically the Culture Wave audience?
Yes. So there is, like I said earlier, the video with the girl at the airport, which I think captures this joy, this heung in Korea really, really well. And there's a video that's coming out soon that I filmed where I had a coffee together with the 할머니 from Korea.
A grandma from Korea?
Exactly, a grandma from Korea. And she was really, really sweet. So the video will be up tomorrow. So that one is also something I would be really happy if people could watch and learn about her life and her upbringing.
Oh, looking forward to that. And Jennifer, you earlier introduced yourself as a singer and a rapper, and also an influencer. But first, I'd be curious about what you're planning to do as a rapper and singer in Korea. Maybe would you like to have some collaborations with some specific Korean stars?
Oh, well, I have applied for some TV programs. I can't really disclose any details right now, but maybe you'll see me soon. I love music so much, and I've really found my love for music after coming to Korea through my university school club. And I would just love to keep on meeting new people and new artists and grow while I'm here.
And then as an influencer,
Yes.
do you have any maybe future goals as an influencer here in Korea or around the world?
So I think these days, spreading joy through social media is something that I really want to focus on, to keep on meeting new people and share their stories and be able to just spread this heung to people so that even if it's just for a minute while you're watching my content, you can smile or laugh.
Aw. Well, thank you very much, Jennifer, for sharing your story and also bringing that bright energy and that heung into the studio. And yes, we hope the best for your future endeavors.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Thank
you,
you.
Jennifer.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. I hope to see more heung of you in the studio, maybe.
Yes, she's definitely brought too much heung for me to handle.
And we'll see you dance after the show.
Oh, okay.
And see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on The Culture Wave. Please join us again tomorrow on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.